All right, hello everybody. Um, Today I'm gonna be playing Master Duel. Uh, I haven't played like in actual. I played Duel Links. It doesn't seem like I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh nerd. Just so everybody knew, I'm a very big Yu-Gi-Oh nerd. I've always loved Yu-Gi-Oh. I've collected the cards. I've only recently started playing Master Duel, getting back into uh, the game itself. I'm not a competitive type of person, so I don't build meta decks. Um, Again, I recently started. I haven't played a lot. Uh, I just wanted to, before I even wanted to start getting into, you know, before I started, you know, wanting to get into making decks, I wanted to make sure I had enough to make the kind of decks I wanted. Um, so I'm when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh, I was real into Yu-Gi-Oh. Uh, Synchros, I was kind of off on. I didn't really pay attention to the synchros as much. But then when Xyz Monsters came out, oh boy, Xyz Monsters. That was my go-to. Like that was my this is the best thing ever. Um, I loved Xyz. Very hot topic. Even when they first came out, when there wasn't a big toolbox for Xyz Monsters. And nobody knew that rank 4 was the best toolbox you could have. Uh, I was real into Xyz. And so I was building decks that I never went to like tournaments. I never topped any tournaments, nothing like that. Uh, Not by choice. I wish I could have went to tournaments. Um, but today we're going to be doing some theme decks, kind of. I'm going to be using Chronomaly. This is one of the only full decks I have. I have like 3 copies of most every Chronomaly card, I think. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I've got a 4th copy of that. Um, I have most every Chronomaly card. I don't have Crystal Chrononaut. Uh, I don't run a ton of things that are gonna stay level 3, like Gordian Knot. When you summon it, you can special summon another monster from your hand. Gordian Knot's level becomes that monster's level. You know, Soul Monolith just to get out my Chronomaly Atlantis. That's my only level 6. The only level 6 in my deck. Atlantis is not the main win condition here. Um, it seems my main win condition is Chronomaly Vimana and Machu Mech. Those are the ones that I typically, you know, those are the ones I typically summon the most because I have a very high chance of using the rank 5 toolbox. I can use the rank 4 toolbox with a lot of the stuff I have going on. Most of the monsters in this deck are level 4, but the I'm going for a theme here. That's why you don't see anything that's like uh everything in here is chronomally based. Argent Chaos Force is the one thing that I pulled out just for it's literally just for this in case I want to use it. It's almost like a dead draw. I don't use it that much. Um but regardless, I want to see I've tested this. I've tested this deck, and it's a surprise to a lot of people. A lot of people do not expect this deck. So that's why I've chosen to do this. Like I've chosen to use this deck. The Chronomalies were some of my favorites. I'm planning on building a gimmick puppet deck next. Uh that's the next deck I plan on building. Gimmick puppets. I played a little bit during season 1, just a tiny amount. Uh, I mostly played solo in season 1. I do still plan on finishing all of these. Um, my Chronomley deck is not amazing against some of these, and I hate having to use some of the decks. Like, some of those decks aren't that great. Like, I had a real tough time using the Monarch deck. No, not the Monarch deck. It was this deck. The ritual based King of Armageddon style deck. That one hurt me. Megaliths also hurt. Megaliths hurt me. I still haven't finished Megaliths. But I wanted to see, what kind of things I could get here. I did make a Gaga deck, but it's not great. It doesn't synergize well. But I just want to see, I want to see how good this deck really is. Weirdly enough, I've seen a lot of people choose to go second, which is odd. I don't expect that. I typically choose to go first, so I don't mind. This is not a great hand. This is not a good going first hand. Not a good going first hand. Well, shit. I'm just gonna pass. I'll eat some damage. I know they're gonna try to damage me. Depending on what kind of deck this guy is playing, it's gonna be either a lot of damage or they're gonna try to be very, like, Widget Kid? You're running a Link-based deck? Or Cyburst style? Oh, it is Cyburst all the way. So far. I'm starting to get concerned. Links, I didn't like as much. They're very similar to Xyz, in my opinion, in their summoning mechanics. But a bit easier to summon than Xyz. Because some Link monsters just require, 2 monsters. They don't even have to be the same level, none of that. So, oh, Decode Talker. All right. Oh, you summon that out of you know. I feel like I'm gonna lose this. Chronomalies are not the best deck, by the way. Even in the Xyz era, Chronomalies were not the best deck. Um, I don't think Chronomalies have ever topped. That's a lot of damage. Uh, that's a lot of damage. I don't like this. I really don't. I wonder if he's gonna go all out and attack me. Because if I do happen to have a Gores or something, I don't know if Gores is actually in this game. I haven't checked. That would be a good play if I had Gores in my hand going first, not to play anything. Going first, I didn't want to give him an example of what my deck was. So I didn't play anything. I could have set a monster as a, momentary defense. Access Code Talker. You're trying to go for the OTK. Definitely didn't have enough to OTK me. Shit. Uh, we'll throw in. I I like this guy to be in the graveyard. Reduce his attack. Special summon Seto Hayuk. We'll go with this. Face up attack. We'll use his effect. Change the attack. Then we'll activate his second effect. Destroy one monster. Get rid of him. Fuck your access code talker. Okay. All right. Go ahead, add one level 3 or lower Cyberse monster. If he has any kind of like 800, 700 plus burn damage, I'm finished. I could special summon him. Uh, what other effect could I technically? I can destroy another monster. I'm gonna get rid of this one to destroy this. It was you kind of fucked up having it summon in with different attack. Attack, deal 700, and then attack to deal 2800. The weird thing is nobody expects this kind of deck. Like a full theme deck like this, nobody expects it. So it's one of those things that you could play this and somehow get wins. Oh, a Regeki. If he has any kind of monster, I'm dead. I've shocked this guy probably more than he's willing to admit. I've probably shocked this guy pretty hard. If I had like 1100, it would have been worth to special summon a Kumbaro figure. Link Spider? You realize I have nothing, right, guy? You could have just attacked with Clock Wyvern. Didn't even have to use his effect. You've seen all my cards. I don't have anything. He's just wanting to try to show off. And it's not impressive. This is a standard Link-based deck. It's not an impressive deck. This is standard. That's why you're a rank 4 bronze tier. It's because this is a standard deck. This would get trashed on by meta decks. You're just drawing out the duel. And the thing is, I'm very much known for never surrendering. I will go through an entire game. Like in Duel Links, I used to play Arrow Mages. That's what I should build next, is an Arrow Mage deck. But I want to build Gimmick Puppets. I want to build gimmick puppets next, but Arrow Mages is what I used to run in Duel Links, and I built kind of like a lockout deck with Arrow Mages, where it was impossible to really do anything to my board. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Um, I made sure it was almost impossible to do anything to my board. Uh, in that Arrow Mage deck. So, oh, I'm going second. Somebody who wants to go first for once. That's, but it was based around getting 10,000 life points, which wasn't hard for that deck because everything in the in Arrow Mage deck kind of gives you life points. Um, and as soon as I got 10,000 life points with I think I always put on what's that one Arrow Mage lady? I forget the names of them. There's the one that if you have higher life points than your opponent, you physically don't take battle damage. Because if I had 10,000 life points, my monsters couldn't be destroyed because of one of the spells I had. Again, I forget the name of the spell. Um, but it was every time you summon or your opponent summons a monster, you gain 300 life points. And if you had 10,000 or more, your monsters couldn't be destroyed by battle. It did nothing to your to battle damage or anything, so I had to substitute that with an Arrow Mage card. Uh, is this a pendulum deck? Is this the base pendulum deck? Like the structure? I think I have this structure then, if it's the base. What are you gonna pendulum summon one monster that's between levels 1 and 2? You don't even have a monster. Excuse me. It's my standby phase. If I activate that, I'll activate it. What do you have in response? Go ahead. Oh, it's just special summoning Stargazer. You're not gonna be able to get off that card's effect, I don't think. It's pendulum effect. Um, I can special summon this. Uh, effect activation. I'll go with Golden Jet. I only have Chronomaly monsters, so the special summon condition on this card isn't terrible. I get rid of Crystal Skull. Add this to my hand. Activate its effect. I'll summon Golden Jet. Activate Golden Jet's effect. Make him level 5. Special summon. I'm going for this one. And I don't summon up in these areas, the extra monster zone. I choose not to summon up there. Effect activation. Once per turn, I can target a monster. And then give me that. I'll go to battle. I'll just destroy this one. There you go. And now in my turn. Your go. I kind of want to see what this guy does. This is one of the decks I actually had in person. Like, I collected the Chronomaly cards. I remember going to school and physically trading to get Chronomaly cards. I traded some good stuff for Chronomalies. Oh, you're going to try to destroy Vimana? Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. As long as I have a Kambaro figures in my hand. You can't do that. I love this card. This legacy support, this one, is so good. This legacy support was so good. I'll affect this one. Nah. I could pay 5,000 life points to have that. Or 1,000, sorry. It's worth. It's worth it. It's normal summoned. I can special summon a level 5. And face up attack. Then I can use my rank 5 toolbox. Just summon out this. I'm going to put this one in the extra monster zone. And then go to battle. Fuck you and your life points. Again, this isn't going to top. This deck is not going to top anything. But, it's going to be. It's funny. It's just a funny deck to play. Oh, wow. That's not going to stop me. Oh, I don't have any monsters in my graveyard to use that with. You don't have anything. That's sad. That didn't do anything for you. I almost feel bad. As I said, almost. I'm bronze tier 4 now. Oh, what is this? Servant of Catabolism? Catabolism? It's a pretty bad card. But yeah, I honestly love that they made a game like this where it's just like normal Yu-Gi-Oh. Because Duel Links is not normal Yu-Gi-Oh. Duel Links has its own specific format. Receive all of those. Thank you. No, I don't have gold yet. You know what? Since we're here, we might as well do a pool. A pull. Oh, I have legacy packs. I don't know if it's better to pull legacy packs if you have 10 of them or if it doesn't matter. I don't have the secret packs I want, so I'm just going to do a normal pull from the master pack. Because I do want just fodder as well. I want some fodder for turning it into other cards. I do hate this feature where you can't just build decks. There are games for that, but I don't I don't necessarily like those. They're not the best. Uh, in my opinion. Hey, I got a vision hero. Maybe I could build a hero deck. Yes, of course I have Go 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 Golem. I think that was in my Ga 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 deck. Go 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 Golem. Um, I did buy the Utopia structure deck. Not like purchased it with real money. Bought it with the in-game currency. Everything in this game can actually be bought with in-game currency. Which I do like. That is I do enjoy that that's a thing. I hope they bring more events. Things that are going to kind of make it like Duel Links where you get cards and stuff. I don't want it just to be a PvP type game. I want it to have similar to Duel Links in terms of like storytelling almost. I don't want the skills, anything like that. Because Duel Links like is very similar to Rush Duel. If you ever heard of that format, the Rush Duel format is basically just Duel Links on card game. Dogmatica, Ghost Trick. Oh, what is that rarity? That's my first rarity of that type. Oh, it's like Shatterfoil. It was like a Shadow Foil. I hope that unlocked a Ghost Trick. A Ghost Trick secret pack. Because Ghost Tricks were one of the decks that I also traded for. I had like every Ghost Trick card. Oh yeah, Mischievous Specters. Oh shit. What's in it? I have to check. I have to check. What's in it? Okay, Scrap Iron Soldiers. What comes in this? Oh, so it's like the junk. It's the junk series and like warrior series. Okay. This is the Gaga Ga set. Basically, Gaga Ga Go Go Go, Do Do Do, that kind of stuff. There's very few Zubaba that really matter. I think Zubaba Bancho Gaga Ga Coat is one of the only ones that really is good in that deck. Okay. Isn't Angel of Mischief the win condition or something? Yeah, it's the win. It's one of the win conditions. Um. Hmm. I never, even when I ran the deck, I had Angel of Mischief, but I never used her as the win condition. I used her as an engine to get out my spells and traps. I never really used Alucard either in my Ghost Trick deck. I can see why it used to be really expensive. Uh, People didn't. I don't think people used this in a Ghost Trick deck. People used it as like removal because it could get rid of set monsters or spell traps. I did use Doulahan a lot. I remember that. I used a lot of Doulahan. Mostly for its attack gain. It wasn't like the best deck. It was a gamble style deck. Uh, I think it was Ghost Trick Parade that I used specifically. No, no, I didn't use Ghost Trick Parade. Um, it was either Mansion or Museum then. Yeah, it was Mansion that I tried to get out. I only had one Mansion. I had 3 parades and like 2 museums. Uh, Museum was really good if your opponent was using the effect. Uh, Museum was really good because it would force them into face down defense. It would force the enemies into face down defense, and then I could attack over them. But that's only if they chose to attack. Uh, and then Mansion was the best field spell in that it halved all damage that didn't come from Ghost Tricks. So it was perfect in a Ghost Trick deck. So cute, Bus. Sorry, I'm drinking an RC. I know. Weird thing to drink. RC is not something you'd think people would drink, but it is my favorite soda. And if you believe any soda is better, you're just objectively wrong. Just objectively wrong. Pajamas and dustons. Do those work together? Oh, there's also prank kids in here. Ugh. I know a few Yugi tubers who would love who are probably gonna be forced to play that. ABC Dragon Buster is at 1. That kind of makes sense. Vylons, Unions. Vylons and Unions, I believe, are closely related, I would say. Cleaforts. Infernoid. I remember Cleaforts. I had this one friend who paid tons of money to make a Cleafort deck. Like, this was when Cleaforts just came out. He bought tons of packs in order to get all the Cleaforts that he needed for his deck. And then still got trashed by my standard number decks. Yes, I built decks around number cards. Springans? Are they like spring spriggans? Dogmatica. Tribrigade. What are springans? I haven't actually played like normal Yu-Gi-Oh in so long that it's not funny. I just kind of want to bring back a little bit of this, the standard like, oh, you're just using, a theme deck. I kind of want to bring that around again cuz I miss those days. I miss the days of themed decks. My Gaga deck doesn't work very well. Uh, it doesn't work very well because I didn't realize Gaga Magician. It's like Gaga Magician, but it has one extra Ga in it. Um, uh, I don't have any real utopic futures to put on it. Um, yeah, I have a lot of these like structure decks that they give you by doing the solos. which is a good way to get cards. Not gonna lie, it's a good way to get cards. Okay, so I have nothing that's necessarily at 4 or higher. I try to get 3 of each card. Let me see. Gimmick Puppet. Gimmick Puppet. I've got a decent amount of Gimmick Puppets so far. I can get a couple rares. Yeah, this part isn't very entertaining, just seeing me build decks and stuff. Um, Seeing me look at what I want to build decks with. Wait, I have 3 of that. Or I didn't realize that I had 3 of that for some reason. I hate that they don't pair up the rarities of the cards. That's one thing I think they could improve on this game. Because I'm not trying to collect 3 of each rarity of card. You know? If you could pair up the rarities, then you could be like, oh, I have, you know, it kind of like how Duel Links does it. It shows you that, oh, you have this many of this rarity, this many of this rarity, and this many of this rarity. If they could do that with this, I'd be fine with it. Uh, yeah. We'll see. We'll see about Ghost Tricks. I have a couple Ghost Tricks. Not many, as you could see, not many at all. But Ghost Trick Doll was one I enjoyed using. Yuki Onna was probably my favorite one in terms of use cases. Because if I didn't have anything on board, like any of my field spells or anything, I can use Yuki Onna just as bait. Because some people would fall for that. They would attack into your face down monster thinking, oh, I can accept that cost. But then you get a face down monster that can't change battle position. So it literally just can't do anything. I like that. I like things that do that kind of stuff. I ran it was the Dark Swords of Revealing Light. Swords of Concealing Light. That's what it is. Or Swords of Concealing Dark. I don't remember. I used that in this deck because it was just good in the deck. It gave me, it could buy me time, you know, if I needed it. Increase that to 3. Increase that to 3. All right, there we go. Let's do a few more duels. A few more with the Chronomaly deck. We'll do a few more duels before I call it. Maybe I'll show you some of the solos. I don't think so. These are probably where you're going to get most of your entertainment is playing it like this. More people would probably play really weird decks if they had a casual non-ranked play. They don't have it. It's so far from what I see. I think they're making it. I think they're making it. But again, I feel like this game could benefit from like events where you can get cards and gems and stuff. Just because, you know, it would be good to have. It'd be good to have. Okay, so I can special summon him. Effect. I could bring out Gordian Knot. Get a rank 6 on board. But why would I bring out Gordian Knot? Why would I pull Gordian Knot up here? You know, I'm going to prepare my board already. I'm just going to go ahead and prepare my board for everything. I'm going to summon. Effect. I'm going to bring out Golden Jet. Activate effect. Face up Vimana. I've noticed there's a few cards that affect cards in the extra monster zone. So I choose not to put things there. I choose not to put things in my extra monster zone. I'm doing this for posterity, currently. I'm doing that just so I have extra materials. Oh, you're a Blue Eyes player, huh? I gotta get Machu Mech in the grave in order to even use Atlantis properly. You're not allowed to use Whitestone of the Ancients. I won't let you do that. I'm negating that ability. Not letting you set up your board. See, this is really good legacy support. V-Mana, good legacy support. If only all legacy support was like this. I'm gonna go ahead and put Golden Jet back on here, prepare. It's not gonna do much, but if I had Akambaro figures in my hand, it'd be so much better. What does she do? I'm gonna do this. So your effect is negated. You just paid a cost. You don't get the effect. Aha! I've cleared your board on accident. Oh, you got Dragon Spirit of Right. White. Right. Dragon Spirit of Right. That's not what I meant to say. Can I speak today? You really just... That card is useless to me. I don't even use City Babylon. I use it as a means to summon. That's it. I don't even use its ability how you're supposed to. Select an optional effect. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna put on Aztec Mask Golem. And then I'm gonna bring out. I get to add it to my hand, so I might as well bring a spell here. I'm just gonna go full on attack here. Effect activation. Give me this back in my hand. I'm going to banish that. And then I'm going to battle. Fuck your Dragon Spirit of White. Call of the Haunted. Go ahead. Special summon something. A White Stone of the Ancients. Yes. You're still going to take a lot of damage. I don't give two fuck. Or I can quick effect another material onto Vimana. And then I can quick effect. Oh, you're going to try to negate an effect. It's not going to help you too much, buddy. Again, I only have one Vimana, but that's something I should try to get more of, Vimana. It's a UR, I believe. I think that's a UR. If it's an SR, I'd be surprised, because that legacy support is so good. This will probably be my last duel. I don't do much editing in videos. You get to see all of these, all of this. Wait. Isn't that effect negated? Oh, well, apparently not. I guess. That's not, again, that's not going to help you, bud. I can't use that effect. Wait, how did he chain off of a negated effect? Now that I think about it. How does one chain off of a negated effect? Thanks for that. That just gave me a free card on board. You literally gave me a free card on board. I wanted you to destroy that. Thank you. I could summon out another golden jet. But I'm going to do this. Activate his effect. Sending Akambara figure. Select this. Decrease his. No. If I summon out Chateau Hoyuk. More effect activation. Change the attack of one monster. No. Does this summon itself in special or in defense position? Oh, that's actually good. I'm using that. Because it goes back to the hand. I didn't even realize that goes back to the hand. During the end phase. Which preps me for more stuff later. What do you have? Don't have anything good for that. Imagine this deck beating a Blue Eyes deck. You're still gonna have 50 life points left. 50. I pay 1,000 life points to have that back in my hand. That's worth. That is worth. That is just pure defense against destroying one of my monsters. You tried to destroy multiple. Why would you do that? You saw me put Akambaro figures back in my hand. You saw that. There's no way you didn't see that. Do you not know what it does? Was that the problem? You just didn't know what it did? I'll pay another 1,000 life points. Put that back on board. I can put this back on board as well. And face up defense. I could summon this. Tribute it. And now I have access to both rank 4 and rank 5 toolbox. If I wanted. But I'm going to go with this for posterity. Piercing damage. You're kind of screwed, guy. Because no matter what I do here, you take piercing damage. It's piercing damage. Good play. Wow. I love this deck so much. I know it's not going to be good in later ranks. It's just not going to be good later. But it's so fun to me. Giant Mech Soldier. Dragon Seeker. Why is it giving me shitty cards? Oh yeah, get mission rewards. Inline skates. Does anybody who play Yu-Gi-Oh skate? Does anybody really skate who plays Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't think they even skateboard. Yeah, they might actually have inline skates. They're probably those type of people. But regardless, thank you all for watching. I plan on doing a lot more of this kind of stuff in the future. I'm trying to kind of revive my YouTube channel, I guess. It's just been hard to find games I want to play. Because a lot of, online games, they're not quite as fun. If you don't have a party to play with, and nobody I play games with wants to be recorded for a YouTube video, so I have to do it like this. I play solo single-player games. But if you did enjoy, please like the video, subscribe if you want. Leave a comment. Tell me how bad my deck is. Tell me how you could have built it better. And then I'll steal your ideas and then call them mine. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.